Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty North American Championships of the 2015 year, presented by Xbox. My name is Courage, and I'm joined here by Dirk, another one of the cast-off contestants now. You a little nervous for our first match here?
I mean, if I wasn't nervous, I mean, I wouldn't care, and I really care about this. So, nervous is a little understatement, first LAN ever, so hey. It's going to be a good one.
I respect it, man. I was in your shoes just a few months ago. Now, we're going to be seeing a great matchup here. It's going to be Prophecy, one of the highest seeds in this tournament here, coming in at the 4th seed, up against Gurus. Now, who are we seeing on these two teams?
On Prophecy, we're going to see Embos, needs no introduction, as well as Ricky, Mochilla, and Classic.
Yeah.
Then on this Guru squad, we're going to see Deddy, Godlow, Pain, and Twerking Crimson. We're just going to go ahead and call him Crimson.
Yeah, so obviously we can tell one lineup full of big-name teams. They have a 205,000 pro point lead here on Gurus, so the heavy favorite to say the least. Now, it's still a winner's bracket 1 matchup, so we're going to be seeing these same maps, Hardpoint Solar, Terrace S&D, and so on. We're going to be hopping into Hardpoint Solar here. Now, I was able to watch Prophecy Scrim Rise before on Hardpoint Solar. They were able to win that matchup now. We're all players playing to their fullest ability. Who knows, but you know both these teams have been here warming up. Now, what are some things we can expect to see here right off the break here on Hardpoint on Solar?
Like you brought up in the previous cast, we're going to see a lot of battles and a lot of ASM1s. It's going to be crucial to really get in that map control for this first hill, but it is going to be a lot of back and forth play. There's really not going to be one team controlling this Hardpoint. But, I mean, just something to bring up. We brought this up before. Maybe not the same team, but the weakest map for Prophecy is actually Solar.
Yeah,
so that's just something
it's
to bring
Season
up.
1, for sure, yeah. So, no players using any weird snipers here. No one using any weird classes. Just kind of battles, ASM1s, as you mentioned. I'd love to hop on board here with Ricky off the start, known for how dominant his AR shot is. Here we're going to see him, I believe, Mochilla is actually rocking Hardwired here, so he definitely doesn't want to be hit by these stuns. Ricky pushing out towards glass wall right off the start.
Yeah, it definitely is, but in the kill feed, it's going to be Embos picking up a nice kill, but they are going to trade, so Ricky firing at somebody in the bottom panel is not going to be able to take him out. Classic going to be inside of the hill right now, but just quickly like that, he will be taken out, but now Kill is just going back and forth, really contested in this first hardpoint.
Yeah, Embo's getting aggressive here towards the middle cut. Obviously, right now, you can see this Guru's lineup not having the favorable spawn here. They want to be spawning this top lot. Crimson, though, gets a nice kill there in the cuts. That's going to give his team the opportunity here to push towards glass wall and hold things down. But still, yet again, these kills inside of the hill are going more towards the Prophecy lineup.
Yeah, they definitely are. And going to go ahead and stay on board with Godlow right now. Going to be able to pick up that kill. So we're about to rotate over to that Pipes hardpoint. Like you said, you really want to control that top lot. You get your AR player sitting on top of that map's building.
Yep.
And that's really what you want to do. And then, obviously, when it's time, get those rotations in. But right now, they're doing such an excellent job. That 2 players going to be set the hardpoint. But now you do look at the mini-map, there's going to be 1 player on the flank, and that player is going to be, figure out who is that going to be.
That's going to be Ricky actually taking out Crimson there on top of that back building. As you can see here, another player coming in. That's going to wind up being Embos finding a kill. So, once again, trades going back and forth. A 7-second lead here for Gurus, but this dominant position for Ricky here, but he gets taken out right away by Crimson yet again.
Yeah, Crimson doing an excellent job there, being able to take off that anchor, you could call it, to try to get those spawns right there. But no, it's still going to be in Prophecy, getting those favorable spawns up in that lot. We do have 20 seconds before we do rotate back into that garage. Score, really low scoring game so far, 28-18. I mean, it's just really been back and forth. Hopefully one team maybe can start to pull away with this one.
Really, the difference maker right now is Guru's able to hold down exactly where they want to spawn here. You know, at the last 20 seconds of that hill, you want to start rotating here towards the garage. They have the favorable spawn now, but really the big player here is Mochilla holding down that lot, but he goes down. So instead of his team getting that spawn, and they're still spawning all the way back out at maps, but you see here now Prophecy able to control this hill. Ricky staying inside with the bow. Yeah,
the lot is actually going to be in control of this Guru's squad. They're doing an excellent job of that. Really, that's where you want to be spawning. That's where you want to set your AR player. Always going to be big gunfights going down there to try to win that. But shots going down inside the hill, still a really close contested game. I mean, if it keeps up like this, we're going to see one of those games that's going to go right down to the wire.
Oh, 100%. And that's what we saw earlier in the Rise vs. Vex series. Down to a 4-second final game here. As you can see, back and forth at the moment. Prophecy was down before, but now up by 10 seconds. Both teams still flooding in. Finally, though, Guru's able to get full control of the spawn as they get 4 dead for Prophecy. They're going to have full control of these last 20 seconds here. But as you can see on your mini-map here, Prof is fully set up here for this next hard point.
Yeah, Ricky going to be sitting up there top maps waiting for this player to come around, and is Ricky going to be able to kill him? Gunfight's going down right now, but just kind of little running around each other. And it's going to be Embo's in the side of the hill as well as Mochilla picking up that time there. So now they do have the lead, back and forth game still as we're going into this, but they're doing such an excellent job. If you look at the map control right now, you have one player over by the van, which is going to be Embo's, going to be the bow player for this squad. Then they also have a player seeing up the top maps. They have an excellent setup right now. It's going to be hard for this team to break it, but nice two-piece there by Godlow.
Ricky, knowing that he has to rotate here towards the hill, get off that top map area with his bow, rotating towards the hill, but that's Godlow somehow staying alive now on a 3 streak. Deddy getting the full flank, cutting through middle maps there. You gotta love the rotations coming out of this Guru squad right now, hanging with the best. The heavy favorites of Prophecy, but after our first 4 minutes, the game is completely tied at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of surprising. I mean, if you were to ask me just before this game who would win, I'd say Prophecy would probably win this as a blowout. But still, really such a neck-and-neck game. Still have a lot of time left as we approach that 6-minute mark, so anything can happen. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on board with Embo's real fast. That's who I want to stay on board right now. Like I said, bow player for this squad, going to be inside of this last hill, been able to pick up a kill. The one going to be coming from the catwalk, but he's going to be helped there by his teammate Ricky. So a nice job right now if you look at the map. Spawns not going in the favor of this Guru squad. One player spawning out all the way in the maps, and they're just doing such an excellent job right now. And same with this hill, you really want to hold down this lot area.
Yeah.
That's the main focal point.
And that's what Ricky's doing right now, pushing out towards that garage, but unfortunately he goes down. Payne finds a 2-piece there, so he's able to hop inside that hill. But now you're seeing the favorable spawns now coming in favor of Gurus. They know players going to be pushing from Cat. Able to find one. Bo's now in the hill. He gets taken out. So continuing to keep control, but now the spawns have flipped. I expect to see Prophecy here get a break.
Yeah, definitely. Just going to be pushing into the hill right now. It's going to be Embo's leading the charge, being able to pick up the kill of the ASM-1. 87 to 82, 15 seconds before we do go back into this middle hardpoint. Still neck and neck game this entire series. I keep bringing that up, but it's just the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Usually from the first hill, it's where you really see it going back and forth. Then maybe when you get to that pipe hill, things start to spread out a little bit. But really, this whole entire game has just been back and forth.
Yeah, right now, Mochilla was in an extremely dominant position there, top of S3 with that bow. But after our first full rotations of hills, it's a 1-second game here. Anyone can win this one. Mochilla almost finds 3. Now, Prophecy in control of this, knowing the opposing team's going to be spawning back lot. They find one. Mochilla now finding another. He's on a 5 streak. Him and Ricky are beginning to heat up.
They definitely are. We're going to stay on board with him right now. It's going to be top Glash trying to add on to this kill streak count. Going to be one player right below him, but he is going to be picked off. This entire kill feed has been this Prophecy line for the majority of this hill.
Look where they're spawning.
Yeah, they're getting the spawns all the way back in that garage area. So right now, we just said that it's kind of hard to control this hill, but Prophecy doing such an excellent job, really taking the majority of this time on this hill.
You know, it gets easy to control hills where you kill everything in sight, and that's basically what happened there for Prophecy, about 10-15 seconds. But now you're seeing the flooding finally coming back in here for Gurus. They're getting those kills that they need. Prophecy, though, continuing to flood here through the middle science building, through P1, now in the pool area. He goes down yet again, a 15-second game here with only 4 minutes remaining.
Embo's going to be first in the rotation for the squad. Now going to be top orange. A player trying to put some shots into him. That's going to be Crimson taking out Embo's there. So nice kill by him. Embo's was really early on that rotation and pushed straight into that orange building. I'm not sure if they really had a player on top of the map's position to try to control those spawns, but you do see the spawns are going in favor of this Guru squad right now. Just absolutely just kill feed, just lighting up. 2 kills there for Embo's, and then you all of a sudden see the Guru squad jump into that. So still a close game here. We have 35 seconds on this hardpoint before we do rotate to the next one. 128 to 117 is the score.
Yeah, if Mochilla stayed alive there, it would have been easy for Prophecy to hold down this hill, but the continuing flooding from Gurus right now is just what's breaking down Prophecy. They're playing with these slow bows, and they're just saying, you know what, we'll counter that by just flooding the hill over and over. So it may not be pretty, but they're getting the job done here as it remains tied. And inside that back garage hill is where the ASM ones will become even more dominant. And they can keep things even here at this dub pipe area, then you know they're going to destroy here in this next hill. It's going to be up to Payne here to find the entry kill, and no, he goes down.
I mean, the stats really reflect the score of the game as well. Everything almost just even.
Yeah.
Just one player dropping the 30 bomb. That's going to be Mochilla right there, but slaying-wise, pretty even. Now, just look at the objective side for this Guru squad. Deddy is going to have 13 captures, and Payne is going to have 11. So excellent OBJ work by both of those players. But like you said, the ASM ones in this hill, it's going to be a hill where you can get a lot of time if you get set up. The ASM ones are really going to win every gun battle inside of that hill.
Mochilla was killing everything in sight right there for about 20 seconds, but unfortunately the rest of his team kept losing those one-on-one gunfights, so they never got full control. Prophecy still up by 10 seconds here. Mochilla going to go for a break yet again, knowing the opposing team is pushing from lot.
Yeah, it's really crucial that they do push out in this lot side, win those crucial gunfights to control these spawns. There's going to be one more player player. Mochilla does pick up 2, though, but Payne is going to be able to take him out. So that's really what you want to see. When you're trying to really attack that side, your main focal point is pushing out into that lot through the hard point, picking up those big kills, and gaining control of that entire hill. But we are about to rotate to the top parking lot. Let's go ahead and look at the map. There's going to be 2 players from Prophecy there, one being taken out and the gunfight's going down. Godlow is going to be the player picking up those. But now just like that, we have the Prophecy players gearing up, getting ready in for another gunfight.
Yeah, Godlow at that backside there with the Val. You would have liked to have seen him play and get at least more than 1 kill there. Unfortunately, though, he gets taken out because he played aggressive with the exo movement there. Deddy, knowing the opposing team's going to be pushing from glass. There you can see the full rotate there. Everybody on Guru money looking for who's coming from there. They're able to take them out, but unfortunately, the flank from Pipes is really what winds up taking down Gurus there. Trades all over the place, so the pinching has yet to stop.
We can hear the intensity coming from these squads outside, and it's really hard to hear that with these headsets on, so you know things are just getting rowdy inside of there. But 1 minute, 15 seconds left in this game. Score 163 to 153, 10-point lead right now.
Yeah, Ricky, the crucial player there, wound up flanking from middle map, getting control of Pipes, finding that last player who was about to rotate in. Prophecy should be able to easily get these last 15 seconds, but Deddy just comes in and takes 2 nice kills there. So instead of it being a 25-second lead, it's going to be under 10 seconds here as we go into the final hardpoint.
Big gunfight there. Payne going to be able to take out Classic. It was on that rotation, so now they're going to get the first time, but Mochilla is going to take him out. But it's not looking good for this Guru squad right now. All the players spawning out, and looks like Prophecy may just close this one out if they get enough time.
Ricky utilizing the cover there behind the stairs, but Crimson picks up another nice 2-piece here. Breaking that hard point. Can he find the third? Killing his teammate, killing Mochilla. He doesn't care if it moves, he's killing it. 8 seconds here with only 30 seconds remaining. Embo's now in control of the hard point, and he found yet another kill. You know, staying alive in the hill is so crucial here. Making sure you do whatever you can to just evade shots, and that's what Prophecy just did here. Knowing exactly where the opposing team was going to spawn, they just closed out this final hill in dominating fashion with only a 6-second lead going into it. They're now up by almost 30 seconds here. Dirk, Prophecy going to take game 1. It may not have been pretty, but Mochilla, positive 13. Ricky, positive 13 himself, absolutely outslaying the opposing team.
And really what that whole strategy there was, they had Classic just sitting inside of that head glitch by the stairs while all of his teammates just kind of slayed around the hill. Excellent teamwork from this Prophecy squad, going up 1-0. Next, search and destroy on Terrace. I'm interested to see how this one's going to play out.
I expect to see multiple snipers here used by this Prophecy team. What we just basically saw right there was a pushing out from the hard point. As you mentioned, Classic just sitting in there knowing, hey, all I need to do is stay alive. Let me use these dominant BAL players on my team to just shut out the opposing team. So there you have it, guys. Game number 1, close throughout the thing. Up until that final hard point, though, where Prophecy locked it down. 1-0 lead here. Let's go into map number 2 after this quick commercial break.